The hall of iron rang with laughter, cruel, metallic, echoing off jagged stone walls. The Zyarkan nobles lounged in their jeweled seats, their tusks gleaming, their eyes bright with that sadistic delight unique to predators who believe the prey has no teeth. And in the center of the pit stood a man. Shackled. Barefoot. Hair messy enough to be considered a war crime in any polite society. He flexed his wrists, chains biting into his skin, then smiled, not the smile of a victim, but the smile of a man waiting for someone to give him a reason. Humans, one of the nobles spat, soft little creatures. Always bending. Always breaking. You are a toy we never tire of breaking. The man tilted his head, squinting as if the noble were a riddle written in bad handwriting. Funny, he said lightly, because back home we've got a saying, bend, don't break. But sometimes, he rattled his chains like wind chimes. Sometimes we do both at once. They roared with laughter again, tusks flashing. They thought him harmless. They would learn. The truth was, Marcus had been waiting. 4 weeks. His hands calloused from chains, his back scarred by whips that had failed to break him, his mind sharpening every humiliation into a blade. He'd been underestimated before. High school, college, even his first tour off-world when Earth entered the Galactic Compact. It never stopped being useful. Let them laugh. Let them think the soft-skinned slave was theirs. The galaxy had always mistaken humanity's patience for weakness. And today patience had run out. The Overseer, a bloated Zyarkan with tusks like ivory swords, jabbed a spear at Marcus. Dance for us, human. Show us how your kind grovels. Marcus raised an eyebrow. You want me to dance? Yes, the Overseer sneered. He smiled, chains clinking as he raised his shackled wrists. Careful what you wish for. The runes on the chains, supposed to suppress strength, dampen resistance, flickered. The Overseer frowned. The nobles leaned forward. And then, crack. The chains shattered like glass under a hammer. A shockwave rolled across the pit, rattling goblets in noble hands, flickering torches, bowing stone walls as if they were apologizing. Silence. A silence so absolute it seemed the galaxy itself was holding its breath. Marcus rolled his shoulders. Well, he said cheerfully, that's better. The first noble to recover tried to bluster. That's impossible. The runes are forged by. Marcus was already moving. He crossed the pit in 3 strides, snatched the noble's jeweled goblet, and took a sip. He grimaced. Wow. That's terrible wine. Do you guys not have fermentation science, or do you just enjoy drinking vinegar? He set the goblet down carefully, politely, like a guest minding his manners at dinner. Then he leaned forward, his voice dropping to something quieter, something colder. You mocked me. You mocked us. And you thought chains would hold. He grinned, bright and sharp. Cute. What followed was not a battle. It was a lesson. Zyarkan guards surged into the pit, armored, tusks gleaming. Marcus didn't fight like them. He fought like water poured into fire. Every movement was smooth, almost casual, yet devastating. He sidestepped, ducked, disarmed, and in moments the pit floor was littered with groaning warriors clutching shattered weapons and bruised pride. He never killed, not yet. He didn't need to. Fear was a sharper weapon. One guard lunged, tusks bared. Marcus caught his wrist, twisted, and leaned close enough that only the guard could hear. You should probably sit this one out. Medical bills are a pain. He let go, and the guard collapsed, trembling. From the balconies above, nobles who once laughed now leaned back in their seats, the smugness gone from their eyes, replaced by calculation and fear. What are you? The Overseer stammered. Marcus looked up at him, brushing dust from his hands. What am I? Oh, I'm just a human. Polite. Patient. Annoyingly optimistic, according to my ex. He took a step forward, and the overseer stumbled back. But you should have read the footnotes. You see, when humans decide to stop being patient. He raised his hands, fingers curling into fists. We stop being prey. The pit trembled. Not metaphorically, literally. Dust drifted from the stone ceiling, torches guttered, and the walls groaned. Because while Marcus had played the fool, his allies had not been idle. Above, in orbit, cloaked ships hummed to life. The Zyarchans thought they had captured a lone human stray. What they'd captured was bait. The trap was sprung. The nobles whispered frantically. This is a trick. There cannot be others. We should kill him now. Marcus spread his arms as if welcoming applause. Please, don't stop on my account. This is my favorite part. Right before the reveal, the hall's great doors slammed open. Figures stepped inside, not human, but allies. Species the Zyarchans had enslaved for centuries. Lean-furred Felrin, scaled Threxians, even the insectoid Vree. And behind them, in polished armor, a handful of humans. Smiling, polite, calm in that terrifying way predators are calm when the hunt is already won. The overseer's jaw dropped. Impossible. Your kind is fractured, divided. Marcus chuckled. Oh, sure. We argue, we bicker, sometimes we even fight each other. But here's the thing. He leaned casually against a toppled column, chains hanging from his wrists like trophies. You hurt one of us. You enslave one of us. And suddenly, his grin widened. We remember how to stop arguing. The hall erupted into chaos. Nobles scrambled, guards hesitated, allies pressed forward. Marcus walked through it all as if on a Sunday stroll, tossing out quips like daggers. To a fleeing noble, running already? I thought you guys liked long hunts. To a trembling guard, chin up. Everyone loses eventually. Today just happens to be your turn. To the overseer himself, oh, don't look so sour. You'll live. Probably. Depends on how much paperwork my commander feels like doing. The overseer blinked. Commander. Marcus tapped the broken runes still dangling from his wrists. They flared, not in suppression, but in recognition. Did you really think I stumbled in here by accident? That I was just some stray slave? His voice dropped to a whisper that filled the entire hall. This was a mission. Above the planet, human ships decloaked in perfect formation, sleek, angular, radiating quiet menace. Their comms lit up across every channel, polite greetings, calm requests for surrender, each one carrying the weight of absolute inevitability. The galaxy had mocked the human slave. Now it would reckon with the truth. Marcus looked around the hall one last time, at the broken chains, the bowed walls, the silent nobles. Lessons over, he said softly. Class dismissed. And the galaxy would never laugh again.